Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. Let me get rid of this Cheeto real quick. thought I could thought I could squeeze it in before the countdown. He wasn't expecting it. He jumped. He gets startled and was like, "Whoop." Mm-hmm. Look, you see dog. Look at dog. Hi, dog. See Milo. Crystal and Melby's in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, as well as Bill. Papa Rouse is in the house. Papa Rouse, what's in the dirt? I just added a new title to you. Just be cool. Metal detecting. And Bad Idea Lab is also in the house. I think I got everybody. I mean, there's what, 4? Hello to whoever hasn't come up or in yet. Just want to make sure I'm saying hello to everybody. We just had a quick change. I felt like I was like the backstage roadies or whatever you want to call it during a concert or something. This one was totally soaked down to his navel from drooling. So I ran out back with him and I changed his clothes, and now he's nice and toasty. Right? Hi, Quazy. He is, I'm sure, ready for a nap. We slept in this morning. He got up at 6:45, so he's about ready. Say hi, Uncle Bill. Hi. How's everybody doing? We hope everybody had a good week. A good week. Huh. They're good weeks. Hi. The weather here is definitely getting warmer. Let's see, what does it say? Lone Wolf 318. There's Stuart. It's Crystal Lynn's hubby, sweetie. Happy Friday. I don't know, he is like, la la la. I didn't even give him a dunk in my coffee with the pacifier, so yeah. He went for my necklace when I changed him a little while ago in the front bedroom, so I like just grabbed anything I could find out of the bathroom. This is something I found metal detecting at the beach. It looks pretty blinged out, don't it? Yeah. Wah. So, metal beads on 3 strings, 3 elastic strings. Not a problem. So he loves it. Who knows? Probably still tastes like the sea. Sea salt bracelet. Sea salt and faux bling bracelet. Right now that's what he totally soaked out his freaking front of his shirt with. He was mowing on this thing. Poopy poops. So our boy is gonna be 8 months, and during this month, later on, a little bit later on. But wow, already 8 months. What you doing? I can't believe that his 2 bottom teeth have not come through yet. This kid has been munching away for 4 months, since he was 4 months. Good morning, Park Rat. Metal detecting is in the house. Oh, not a problem, hon. Good luck on your hunt. Hope you find cool stuff. Thank you for swinging by while you're swinging. Try to keep hydrated. We are just hanging out. This is what we do. Only we share hanging out twice a week with you guys. We don't do a whole heck of a lot. Actually, I put him in the stroller yesterday, and we took a walk to Dollar General, which is like probably a quarter mile away. So we walked that and back. Let me just tell you, oh my God, was it warm? Warm would be doable. It was definitely hot. Let's just say, as soon as I pulled the carriage out from the trunk of the car, my sweater came off and I draped it over the handlebar of the carriage. Then we walked to the store from there and we just walked around and looked at stuff, and I bought a new dish rack, wire, not plastic. We bought him a new phone. So it just does. That's mail. So obviously it sounds like the bank thing. Hello, Moto. That's the sound of a picture flash. The other one is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, really fast and loud, so we'll skip that. A dog. A car horn. Happy baby. What do you call it? Stopwatch or something like that? It's a watch. It's a clock. That's the ring. You have an incoming call. So we give baby his own phone since we're always staring at ours. Unfortunately, his doesn't have a little field of animation moving. Because then he would be like, well, not that he's not into it, but again, he's 8 months. He's like, yeah, right. Yeah, can I chew on that? So he likes his helicopter better, Henry. I thought it was, this his first, well, not his first electronic, because try to, like everything nowadays makes some type of music or whatever. No YouTube. I know, I can always add a little square thing right here just for shits and giggles, right? Come on, considering that's what we're both always on. that and let's see. Shut it off. I was gonna give you the clue. That would be the other app. Hello, Moto. He likes that blingy freaking bracelet more than this. But it's also easier to hold. What the hell did I just do with that? I know I took it from him. No, I didn't take it from him. It's on his wrist. He blinked out. Or it's on his thumb. I thought I took it from him. Then he's got this. I'm waiting for diapers that say change me. They actually have a line going down either the front vertically or horizontally. I think it's vertically, like a zipper. And I think it's a light green, possibly stripe. So when you add urine, which is yellow, to it, it turns like into a blue stripe. They really should, though. I mean, they have prints all over it. Those hot and cold cups that they have? They should have diapers that the front show like the emoji for like squirt bottle. It's got like three water pellets or droplets flying. Do that for he's wet, he or she is wet, they them is wet, and in the back, either have like a little cloud or whatever, and when the temperature area changes there, excuse me, Then you can have like a little dark cloud or something. I don't think I want the diaper to show the emoji swirl. Let's go get some ice cream. Back to two girls in one cup all of a sudden. Number one and number two alert. Yeah, that's cute too. Oh, you want to hear them say it? Oh my God, too funny. I am wet. Change me. BC Treasure Trails is in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Getting ready for work. Awesome. Hey, Doo. Here, keep your shoes on. He's ready for a nap. He's been up since we slept in because he decided to get up last night at 3 or 3:30, I think it was, to eat. Which I really can't complain because he's been sleeping a lot. And so have I. Sometimes I actually get up before he gets up because I'm tossing and turning. Because I fall asleep really early. Like the other day, we got up at 4. So last night I was beat. Loaded britches. Booty beady body beady boop boop boop. Scoop booty doo 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 doo. Look this way. Heidi do. Helly Lulu. Helly Lulu. Oh, he just petted my sandwich. Okay, see, there's the eye rub. Bink, bink. Cheetah branch. Sit a little closer so we can get the swing on. Oh my goodness. Say hi, Uncle Bill.
Good morning, Sprout. He looks happy.
For the most part, he is. He has his moments, but usually has a reason for them.
Yeah, he's a happy boy. Yeah, I want to hear diapers go, hey, change me. We've got a wide load back here.
Can you imagine how much they'd want for them, though?
Oh, yeah, I know. But it'd be funny right in the middle of a restaurant.
Right. Make a sound of a dump truck going by. I just took a dump. Or clean up on aisle. Clean up in the middle aisle.
Captain, we have a problem.
Yeah, right. Oh my goodness.
Jason, what are you doing in here, man? You guys start work late up there.
Is it 3 hours earlier there, like it is on in I almost said Canada, California?
Yeah, but I used to work in the woods, and we'd start work at like 3, 4 in the morning.
How can you work in the dark?
Well, you'd head out to work at that time, and sometimes be an hour or two away. But even then, I mean, you have lights on the equipment.
Yeah.
And on the land stuff, so you could do it.
Hi, Uncle JP. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
But,
yeah, my kid's dad, before I had the kids, or I might have had Chantel at the time, he did roofing.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the jobs, they had to rip pitch roofs, which is fiberglass insulation. So they would take the little I'm like the baby onesies or whatever, you know what I mean? And make holes in them, and they'd put them over their face, but they'd go to work before the sun's up.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you add sun to a hot roof and you're sweating and you're rubbing your face and you get insulation everywhere. So they would wear these baby onesies with the eyes cut out. You know, I'm like, yeah, they all look like they're going to go rob a bank, I bet.
No, I understand that completely. I worked construction for a while, so I did some roofing, and I hated it, especially when they did a hot tar roof, you know, because it's already, you know, it's the middle of summer, it's 100 degrees out, and then you bring up the freaking buckets of hot tar, man. Oh, that was miserable.
Yeah, I'd have to
I mean,
mop.
that got me out of construction, stuff like that. I don't want to do this.
Right? Yeah, that's definitely not an easy job. Definitely a
No, it's not.
laborious job.
And what was worse, especially on small jobs, the guys that the hod carriers, they call them, the guys that had to pack the stuff up on the roof for everybody else. Yeah, it's like, you're throwing a 100-pound bundle of shingles over your shoulder and going up and down a ladder all day. That
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. PA Patriot Prospecting's in the house. Thanks for
Hey,
joining
how you
us this
doing?
morning. I know when I worked for this commercial property maintenance company back in like 2000, I think it was. We did a lot of climbing up and down ladders to do like trims and shit like that on the edges of the buildings and all this. My third day on the job, I was kneeling, doing the front edge of a lip, an overhang of a walk-in to an old airport terminal building that was used for like school or something like that. But the guys there taught me if the ladder is actually at a right enough angle that you can just walk down the rungs like you would stairs. You know what I mean? So that was kind of cool. I wouldn't attempt to do it now because I'd break my neck. Picks in the house.
Oh no, I did landscaping for a place one time. We did landscaping, building maintenance, stuff like that, and we had this contract with an old bed and breakfast inn that was like 4 stories tall, and in the back, it was like they had a slope in the ground like this, and the roof pitch on the top where the gutters were was really steep, so you couldn't put a ladder there. So we had to go out the window with the rope on old Mexican tile to clean the gutters out of the place. And you'd look over the edge going, let's see, that's a good 40-foot drop.
Oh my God.
A concrete driveway and pavement. Like, morning, Pick.
Construction.
Yeah, not for you either, huh? Pick, I understand that, believe me.
I've done all kinds. We all, when we're young and whatever, or dude, I had 2 kids when I left a job I was working part-time. I was pretty much full-time at a bagel shop. Went to work at a dental lab where I constructed people's freaking dentures for $6 an hour.
Uh-huh.
Hello, raising 2 kids that were at the time still in grammar school.
My oldest son, when he was little, I just gotten divorced. Luckily, I was on real good terms with my mother-in-law because she hated her daughter anyways. But she would take care of him because I worked at Denny's in the morning as a cook. I worked in the morning at a sheet metal shop, Denny's in the afternoon as a cook, and then for about 3 months during the summer, I was helping a guy repo cars. So I had actually 3 jobs.
Wow. Wow.
But at the end of 3 months, I was freaking so burnt out.
Oh, I bet. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand, even if they're part-time jobs or whatever, you know what I mean? That's a lot on your plate, definitely.
And especially when, like, in a restaurant, they're 7 days a week, so you work weekends. So there'd be weeks I didn't have any time off at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Later on, I thought, no, I'm never doing that again.
Right.
I made a lot of money, but it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I realized I didn't want to do retail because I'm also working on the weekends. But you can get away with not working on the weekends if you work retail full time for the most part. As a hourly employee, once your salary, forget it. You are like around the clock pretty much.
Yeah.
But with retail, it's the whole dealing with the public.
Yeah.
I'm a people person. Mom's gone detecting in the house. Good morning, Auntie Brenda. I am definitely a people person, or used to be. But in the last couple of years, man, I just from afar, or I don't know.
Oh no, I understand completely. My dad was a retail clerk. He retired from that. He loved working with the public. He told me to try it. I mean, he made good money and they had a good retirement back then. But I tried it for a while, and my problem was people that would buy a bunch of stuff then want to return it all, or they come in. Do you have this? No, why not? I just work here late. I don't know why they don't stock that, or Mister.
Yeah.
And you just get stupid people that would badger you, and you're going, come on. I told you we don't carry it. I don't know why. Ask the owner when he's here.
Right, that, and you only got, for the most part, we had like $50 to open up, $50 for your draw. When you get your first 2 people or 3 people that buy something small and they're using a 20, you're like, oh my God, hope you don't mind ones.
I worked for this one guy for a short while, and I had to quit because he goes, make sure they use exact exchange. We're not a bank. I go, you can't expect that from people.
Right.
I mean, because he would come back with like a roll of pennies, a roll of nickels, and a roll of quarters. That was his change for that. And a few $1 bills. And well, make sure they use exact change. I go, you can't do that. You got
Right.
But he would try, and he'd get pissed off at people. I want exact change, and was driving customers away. I said, man, you should not have this position. See you later. That's I couldn't work retail.
Well, I don't know if you call it retail. That was another thing I said. I'm not doing fast food shit either. The only place I ever worked that was fast food, if you want to call it that, was the bagel shop. That the lady was originally from New Orleans. Hey. And then before she came to New Hampshire, they were in California. But she came to New Hampshire and they opened a freaking bagel shop. What the fuck was it? Big Easy Bagels. That's what it was called. She was a hot chick, though. I mean, she wasn't like a hot chick to look at, personality wise. You know what I mean?
Hot-headed, that kind of thing.
She's a Southern belle, but she had an opinion. You know
Type A personality. Yeah.
But yeah, we used to play Dancing to the Old, whatever, like old tapes and stuff that had Elvis on it, and 50s music, shit like that. And she started doing like these not so much surveys, but like question of the day she'd write on her whiteboard. We had a great time up until the OJ trial.
Oh boy.
Chicken with that's when it went haywire again. That's why I try not to discuss religion, sports, and what the hell was the other one? Government, will just say, because people lose their shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all set with butt files in the house, la 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 la. So yeah, she has it up on the board. What do you think? Guilty or not guilty? And she could not take other people's opinions that didn't agree with her. You know what I mean? I was just like, come on, you're starting a political or whatever.
Yeah,
she was so pissed when he was found not guilty. It was like, oh my God, that pretty much ended the fun at the store and writing stuff on the walls. And she ended up selling not too long after that, going back to California.
Yeah, I worked for another guy. I mean, I worked 3 different places in grocery stores, and the last guy, it was a 24-hour supermarket with a little deli and all that, but he needed a graveyard person. And I walk in one day, and he wanted a guy, so he put right in his ad in the front window, women need not apply. I ripped it out of the window. And he goes, what are you doing? I go, it's illegal. You can't do that. This was, 80s California. You couldn't discriminate. Goes, we don't want a woman at night. I go, I understand that, but you can't advertise it that way.
Right.
Be selective when you hire someone.
Yeah. Right.
And I can understand it because they'd be here all alone, and the police department, those guys were slower than heck. answering a call. They always were. So I understand you'd rather have a guy in here at night, but you can't advertise it that way. It's illegal.
Right. That's how I feel. Nothing against women, because women can do anything guys can do pretty much, except write their name in the snow standing up.
Yeah. Hey, but
however,
you can pee on the wall higher than a guy can with not using hands. So I seen a girl used to do that in the bar and win drinks that way. So
oh my. Yeah, no, I just feel that women are overly friendly anyways. So, you know what I mean? We don't just look at somebody and go, "Ooh, this person's an asshole." You know what I mean? That's not in our nature for the most part. Like, we should kind of be like that, kind of keep people at arm's length. But that's how you get a little distracted and you don't realize there's a second person or whatever, like they're a team, even though they came in separately. You know what I mean? I just feel and a lot of times they're alone. I mean, even if you do have a female, have like a guy, have it be like a buddy system where it's two people, but it's not just a female. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's like when I used to work graveyard, whether it be a restaurant or a store or a place where we had customers, I packed because, especially during Halloween, I remember the first Halloween I worked at the Halloween.
Oh my God, everybody's got masks.
Guy came in a gorilla suit. Who knows what he's like? And he was just wondering, he was just pacing back and forth at the back of the store. I thought, this guy's up to something. And it's just happened one night, the actual police showed up and walked through the store, so the guy left. I went, huh. Oh, well, now I'll never know. But
Right. But again, like you said, how they react, different things that they do. For him to be pacing back and forth, it's almost like he was trying to either wait for the store to be empty or to get the grapes, so to speak, to do it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he had a freaking fake banana on the end of a gun? You're just thinking it's a freaking gorilla carrying a banana, you know what I mean? So he goes, "Give me all your money."
Yeah.
Give me all your weeds.
It was the same store, but we'd moved from one location to another location. This was in California, where at 2 a.m. the bars closed. Well, these people came over from Nevada where you can drink 24/7.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I understand they're going to shut that down. But anyways, these people walk in and it's like 2:30 and they throw a 12-pack on the counter. I went, sorry. I go, what?
Yeah, 12:30.
Nevada. I go, well, welcome to California. Alcohol sales stop between 2 and 6 a.m. I can't sell it to you. Yeah, who's going to know? I said, the cop that sits around the corner because we're the only liquor store open this late at night.
Yeah, I think New Hampshire, you have to buy it by 11:30 or midnight, the latest. And I don't even think the liquor stores are open past 10. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been in a liquor store in forever. And if I did, it would be in broad daylight, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't been one in, I don't remember how long. But things like that. Just and for you don't make anything in retail, unless you're in a union. Even they don't make anything now. Before I left California, I had a lady I was talking to down at Safeway. She'd been there a few years, and I go, "Well, you're in the union making money." She goes, "Well, I got insurance." She goes, "But I only make 50 cents more than minimum wage." I went, "What?" Clerks used to make really good money in the retail clerks union, so they screwed them off completely.
Wow. Yeah, my kids used to say, "Why do you work men jobs?" I said, "Because that's where the money's at." You know what I mean? Like, I can't afford to be a part-time receptionist or even a full-time one. I need to make so much money for us to be able to hold our heads above water, and then maybe occasionally be able to do something,
Yeah.
as a family or whatever. But I mean, we used to always take day trips, yada yada yada. The only time I ever had money to burn, not even to burn, but to splurge, was income tax return, because being a single mom, I made out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you go without the whole freaking year. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah.
But shit, I bought a car one year. I bought a one of those kitchen sets that are kind of like a booth at a dining room, dining, except they were just cheap pine. I bought the kids a day bed with a trundle under, so during the day it just looks like a day bed, like a couch. Then you pull out the other mattress, two beds. They had like a karaoke machine. They had a three lamp light that I had different colored light bulbs in there with it. Yeah, did not have a freaking want. Well, they did, but not really. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I used to make out real good at tax time, but then my kids grew up, and I had to learn because I was making really good money to actually have them take extra money out, so I wouldn't owe anything at the end of the year. I made that mistake the first year. All my kids were gone. I went, "Holy crap! I owe how much?"
Oh yeah.
So I went and talked to my
this
year,
but
can you take extra out?
Yeah, that I guess would be the smart thing to do.
Oh, and I'm starting something new because somebody asked me the other day. I'm starting to make jewelry. Now this is a magnet fishing earring. So I'm going to do those little metal detectors, gold pans, that kind of stuff. I'm just messing around.
Cute.
I got more stuff coming. So yeah, I'll do like little fishing poles, canoes, whatever people are into.
Oh, those are cool. Oh. Nice. So you're coming right along with your new printing setup.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd be out metal detecting today, but I got orders I got to fill. But I wanted to come in here and say hi first and stuff. And
I appreciate it.
How you doing?
Love having you here. We finally have a warmer weather. Yeah.
Same liquor sales time.
What? Snow on Sunday? Is that what I just read, Crystal? Well, if it does happen, it isn't going to stay.
I remember before my dad passed away, I took him back to the town he's born in Utah. And it was actually two towns, and the main street divided them. The funny thing was, you could buy liquor in this town, but across the street, it was dry. You couldn't buy liquor or drink across the street.
What? That's weird.
Yeah.
So they were on like the town line, or it was?
Yeah, the
north and
the main road through both towns divided the towns.
Oh, no kidding. That's kind of funny. That's like Massachusetts coming up here to shop because we don't have taxes. Yeah, I'm lost. Well, not lost, but when we go out of state or whatever, and then I go, what? Like it costs how much for what? Oh yeah, you guys have taxes. I'm trying to think. I can't remember now if it's all. Yeah, it's not like you're taxed on each thing. You know what I mean? It's still taxed at the end. But I will say, one of the first times that we went to the grocery store up in Vermont, where we have the camp, it's almost like going to Sam's Club where you have to provide your own box. We didn't. Like you're supposed to, I guess, bring in your own cloth bags or whatever, or they do have paper bags, but you're bagging. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Hello, Joe. Michigan Gems is in the house.
Hi, Joe.
Course beer.
Joe's probably like these.
East of the Missouri River. No kidding. They must have had a territory.
Magnet fishing earrings, Joe.
Speaking of beer, not to start any war or nothing, but
I'll be right back. I gotta get some
not a problem.
Coffee.
Budweiser has definitely tanked. I can't remember how many $billion revenues that they have lost because of their because of their whatever beliefs.
Going out.
Cost twice as much for services. to 6 inches? Am I missing this?
What are we missing?
I don't know. Just Be Cool said 5 to 6, but I'm not sure.
Bill, are the eating earrings, you mean? Yeah, I got magnets on them, Joe.
When you're not there.
I can make them without magnets too. It's going to do both ways.
Billion, 5 to 6 billion. Thank you. Just Be Cool. I was going to say 6 billion because that number flashed in my head, but I hate when it comes to like, things that people discuss, current events and news. I want to at least be in the ballpark. If not, I'm going to pose it as a question and say, did I misunderstand? You know what I mean? La, la, la. Earrings. Those are cute. Yeah. $5 to $6 billion.
And what? What did I miss? What's 5?
Budweiser has a transgender person, I think, on their can. Oh. And since going that route.
Yeah, they tanked.
Yeah.
What if Kid Rock decided that I ain't doing music for you no more.
And I understand that the times,
yes,
and, things change and yada yada. But to me, that's like a hard pill to swallow. And the only reason I say that, and I'm going to just say this and get off, we'll get off the subject, hopefully. It's because you're both, because you haven't made a choice. You know what I mean? Like my relative I have is married. That person's spouse is now a trans woman. And they're raising he's going to be 5-year-old son. My point being now, normally when your kid is small, a mom would bring her son into the bathroom. You know what I mean? If the dad wasn't around, instead of letting him go in the men's room by himself, because God knows what the hell could happen. Now it's even gone beyond that, because, but dad now accompanies mom with the said son. You know what I mean? When dad isn't really a female, he's still dad. You know what I'm saying? So just because you want to dress up like a female doesn't mean you are a female. So you know what I mean? That's where I have the problem. Now the whole family's freaking hanging out in the fucking ladies' room. It's like, I don't know. But anywho.
Yeah, I know other cultures, they do that, though. In some countries, a bathroom's a bathroom. Everybody uses them. So,
yeah.
At least, I know it's changed, but it used to be that way in the Philippines. Everybody used the same restroom.
I mean, I've seen men and women go in the same restroom, especially in the bars, because they're not 10 to 1 not using it to go to the bathroom. However, it's nice to know, the person standing in line with you to use it is the same, comes from the same genre.
No, they don't.
You notice that the feet are facing the back of the toilet.
In Southern California, JP, Northern, they still do.
They do what?
Well, in Southern California, JP was there. That they just have restrooms in Southern California. Northern California, they still differentiate. You have men and women's restrooms in Northern California, but that's way up there.
Just Be Cool says the kid on the can is a fairy. Celebrated for it. How many times has us females used men's bathrooms? Because there's more male bathrooms than females. Not when they're in there. Do you actually go walking up to a urinal? Or even still, do you actually go by the guy pissing at the urinal and say, hey, what's happening? I'll be out of your hair in a minute. No. Yes, I'd use the men's room. Oh, but we're talking, at this point, we're talking single person uses. You know what I mean? Not multiple stalls. But like I said, change is hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know everybody is supposed to be treated the same. But it's hard.
It's hard when you're not used to it and you weren't raised that way.
Correct.
Yeah, that I get that. A lot of younger people they don't understand that because they weren't raised that way. Well, we were, so it's hard to transition. Yeah, I can understand that.
I understand that. You know, myself, Deej. You know, we've all bathed with our parents. We've all bathed. Well, I had mainly sisters. My brother was the last one, but you know what I mean? Like siblings took baths together back in the day. La la la. You didn't think that shit like that could happen, even though things were happening back then. You know what I mean? But it's just so we're all on the defensive now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like in Japan. They still have communal bathhouses. The whole families go in there and bathe next to other families. So
I still remember the time we were at an executive court club. My kids were younger, and myself and two daughters were in the female locker room, and my ex was in the male side. And we're in the female room, but we're not the type of people that walk around with no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? So when we just barely walk through the door of the locker room, and this older woman and I'm gonna say granddaughter hit the hot tub without anything on. You know what I mean? We were like, okay, just keep walking. Nope, so we won't go in the hot tub.
Being back in 1984, I was a bodybuilder and powerlifter, and I went to a state championship finals, and there was two women competing in it, but they did not have women's locker room at that gym because it was, there just weren't any. So they had to come in the shower with the guys. So,
Yeah.
It's just.
Stop.
I remember back then, nobody even thought anything about it. That's just,
Yeah, no, unless that person was the guy I was sleeping with, Joe, I don't think I would use a men's room when there was another person in there using it. But that's me.
Newest Maniac, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. And Mrs. Candu also. Thanks for joining us this morning. Sprout is on his way out. I'm going to rock him a few more seconds here before I jump to go put him down for a nap because he's been up since 6:45, so that's a long time. We're definitely past his cranky thing is anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half after his bottle. Yeah. Since he's been eating food, the whole sleeping and eating thing has changed. So it's whenever he falls asleep, whenever he gets up, you know what I mean? Because if he eats food, he drinks less milk, which is supposed to be the goal, apparently. My cup is empty. Hold on. Bibbidi, bobbidi, boo. Yeah. I always have to. However, the one I always lift up to say, hey, hello, and welcome, that goes empty real quick. So. And again, I apologize if I offend anybody or have offended anybody. Uh, I am trying to be more accepting of people. And like Deej said or whatever, hey, fucking mind your own business. You know what I mean? You do you and let them do them. It's only when people start trying to push their beliefs and or stuff on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, I will say that for me, seeing two women kiss, to me, that doesn't have any effect on me at all. But if you see two gorgeous guys, or just two guys in general, yeah, and they're in a lip lock, it's just there's just something. And I'm in a relationship. I don't give two shits. You know what I mean? But there's just something. There's just a little gut twinge. You know what I mean? Still,
Yeah.
it's kind of like.
Joe brought up a point, and that her niece plays football with the boys, and she's better than most of the guys. When my son was in Little League, they had to allow a girl on the team, and all the boys were laughing. Thinking, I go, guys, you shouldn't laugh at the girls because they can be much better than you. I mean, I learned that at a young age. I mean, my mom was a welder during World War II. Women can weld better than men, or used to be able to, because they were all taught to sew at a young age. And it's the same kind of weave they did. But anyways, my son's laughing, the team's laughing. She played first base. She was a better first baseman than any of the boys were, and she was a better hitter than any of the boys were. They quit laughing. I laughed at them. I go, told you. I go, just because it's a girl doesn't mean she can't do anything. Get that out of your head.
Awesome, Mrs. Candu. That's
nice
news.
Good.
Awesome news.
Great news.
And again, I have nothing against anyone. You know what I mean? It's just, again, it's the fact of not knowing. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, not really. That would be going off. Like, not knowing that you're talking to an alien. You know what I mean? No. But again, it's just, hey, it's not for me, but who am I to say anything about anybody? I'm nobody. But I think I would be like, fucking excuse me, if I went to use the bathroom and Justin came walking out. Well, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, did you not see the sign? But that's how I've been brought up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was brought up the same way, but after having a wife that was multiple personality and other family members, and working with developmentally disabled, I kind of sit back and go, well, all the things we were taught at one time, the norms aren't really norm, and
right.
It doesn't matter.
Right. Right. So, yeah. It's you can't hang on to the past, how history was, because even in the past we had bad history too. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I've got friends that are my age that cannot change, and they hate change. They go, you got to remember, the only thing that is constant in the world is change. Everything's always changing. Towns, people, country. I mean, it changes. You can't. It's how it works.
Yeah.
It never stays the same. Well, I don't have to like it. I didn't say you had to like it. Just deal with it better than you are, because being pissed off at people all the time and stuff just doesn't work.
It's Susie Q96 is.
Hi, Susie.
I think a lot of it has to do with kind of going from like, I have no problem with gays, people that are gay, not a problem at all, and it went from like that to now it's like, well, I don't have a sex, I'm asexual, or I'm this, and I'm like, what in the fuck, what is this and what is that? You know what I mean? Like, you either are into a man, you're into a female, you're into a man and a female. What else is there? Animals?
Yeah, there isn't. Yeah, I can see that. Well, even the gays and stuff say no. They agree to that. No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
So.
It's like, what? And again, not to say when you're going to say when is enough. You know what I mean? Like, is it going to be acceptable to go walking through the park and seeing a lady? These people that marry dolls and monkeys and.
Well, see,
I married my cat.
this is what I think is funny is because psychologists go along with, they can be asexual, they can be this, but what used to be called multiple personality is disassociation disorder. Oh, they can't have multiple personalities, but they can have 2 or 3 different sexes or no sex at all, and they can be something else. Like that one doesn't make any sense. Physically, there's one or the other.
Yeah. And to touch on what Jem said, I've never said drag queens were child molesters. Again, that's a whole different. Being a pedophile is totally not being a drag queen. You know what I'm saying? And yes, and I do, and I not agree. Yes, there have been numerous priests that have done shit. You took a vow to, walk away from everything because supposedly that's, Jesus lived, and even that was bullshit. But anyways, supposedly Jesus lived a life without anything. So if you're going to be part of his tribe, you got to, regardless of whether you are married, you have children, whatever, you leave everything behind and follow him with nothing but the robe and sandals. Jesus had a lot of children sit on his lap, but he didn't do it freaking for thrills. You know what I mean? He loved children. He was trying to teach them what, about life and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
But priests
no, I'm a minister. I gave my life to Jesus back in '72, but there's a line in there. It says, "Be hot for God or be cold. Don't be lukewarm." In other words, go out and praise him and teach people about him, or don't do anything. So,
yeah.
And but bad ideas got one there. Most people are trapped in the boxes built with old ideals and not realistic. It's true. I think outside the box, or I try to, and most people look at things this way. I try to look at things like this.
Yeah.
Because I've been to other countries. People are the same, and they're not. Everybody wants the same thing. They just want to have a happy life, be left alone, do their own thing, and that's
how it was. Like back in the day, it didn't matter. You did with what an adult told you. If an adult tells a child to do something, you do it. Oh no. No. Because that's where you know what I mean. Like too many adults have been giving free reign with children.
Oh yeah.
And that whole aspect is it's just sickening. I just can't understand. Again, I don't understand it. I don't look at this baby and say, what a sexy piece of freaking meat. You know what I mean? He's a baby. I want to eat him up, but I don't want to be like those people and, live off of his screams because it gives me the freaking fountain of youth shit. Headed to the creek. Good morning. And with that, eek. I'm going to try to transport. Shit, he just dropped his binky and I don't know where. Shit, you get a different perspective. Oh.
Hi, headed to the creek. How you doing? Huh? Have a good breakfast, Deej. Oh man, biscuits and gravy. I should have made that this morning. Chuck on it.
Oh my god.
You had to mention that, Joe. That's my favorite, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, he woke him up trying to freaking get his pacifier. I'll be right back, you guys.
Okay. We'll be here. Oh, most of us will be. You're engaged to your silver thing. Hey, whatever makes you happy. How much for the earrings? Well, I was thinking of doing like um, 2 pairs for $10 shipped. Get a like a blue pair and a gray pair. But I'm going to do it a little different. I have chains on the next one. I got more stuff coming. Does that sound reasonable, Joe? $10 for 2 pairs shipped. You're going to hobble down the stairs, Mama. You want some? Okay. My email address is my about page. Send me your info, and when I'm ready, I'll text you a picture of what I come up with, and we'll go from there. Okay, Joe? So I got a black colored chain to actually come with it instead of the silver wire. Well, it's not actually silver; it's stainless. It just looks silver. Oh, okay. I will. I'll do that. Okay. Well, I got Cash App or PayPal, which is just my email address. Takes you to my PayPal. Just got to remember to be friends with me.
I don't know if he's gonna stick. I went to put in. Well, I got another pacifier, like the one he just dropped under my couch.
Oh, okay, Joe. Thank you.
But needless to say, on the way there, he kind of woke up twice. So.
Yeah, that happens. Anyways, I'm going to back out of here. I hear a problem downstairs. I got to go break apart some cats.
Okay, thank you so much for coming
But
up.
I'll be back up in the chat.
So. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Ouch. Going to hobble down the stairs. Did I miss something, Brenda? Why are you hobbling? Did you hurt your leg, your foot? I want some of your biscuits and gravy, says Michigan Jams. Oh, digging with Deej. Thank you for coming, Deej. She's probably already gone, but she might be hearing it in the background. But if not, you guys all know that I did come back and say goodbye. Oh, my arm. I'm not hearing him screaming over the monitor, so maybe he fell under. Ooh, ouch. I threw the binky that he did have away because he's been sucking on that one for a while. And he had these a while ago too, but I don't know if you can tell them, but they don't sit flat to the face. They have like a beetle curve to them. And then they also have the little handle, which these glow in the dark. So he's got this one and he's got an orange binky. The only thing that glows in the dark is the handle, I think. Pretty sure. But before, his hands were always in the mitts, so he wasn't scratching his face. So these things didn't stay like to his face like a normal pacifier would. But now that he's older and using his hands more, I threw that ratty one away and broke one of these out. I did have another one that was the thicker blue, not quite the ones that you get in the hospital pacifiers, but of the same thickness, just not as dark blue. It's almost like see-through, kind of like frozen water. But again, very stiff. But I figured, hey, he's teething. He might actually like to be able to suck and chew on his binky. But I ended up giving him this one yesterday, and this seems to be the one that he prefers right now. You're back. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yep, you definitely were talking about that before. So that's good. My mother just went and had her eyes checked yesterday. My sister brought her to have an eye exam. Uh, and I guess the vet, what the hell am I saying? The eye doctor said that her vision was better than what he had expected it to be. However, does that mean that she's still good to drive? You know what I mean? La la la. Can she read signs? Obviously she has to pass the eye test. Um, so I would guess that she did. So I said, well, nice to know that her vision isn't cloudy. Two sides of the comment there. Because again, like my other sister says, I really think that she should be made to retest, which probably would piss her off too. You know what I mean? Because her license is still valid. I'm pretty sure I took her like a year or two ago and had it upped, renewed. However, just because she can see doesn't mean she is clear minded of issues, And again, she could have a good day, she could have a bad day. Whatever. I'm just getting myself geared up for the fact that I will be handing her keys back, and it is what it is. She goes off somewhere and gets lost. What can we do other than search for her, right? Nice. Sit in a nice sunny courtyard. Yeah, I kind of pulled the blinds to the slider because I was going to sit on the opposite side of the room because I figured that the baby has been up for a while and would probably get fussy, and I was going to rock him. So I was going to turn the whole computer around and put all my shit on the other side of the coffee table and just do it from there. But I couldn't get that, like unless I was right at the table, I couldn't get this aspect of it. And if I'm going to sit in a rocking chair, I want to be able to rock. That would be the whole reason for me going that way, is to rock Sprout. But I just held him here until he passed out. Like I said, I'm pretty sure he fell back asleep because I don't hear him. Let me just put this on. Oops, sorry, Mike. Let me just elbowed my dog in the face. Not hearing any screaming, so that's a good thing. 2 weeks and she hasn't been able to enjoy the nice weather that has been happening. Aww. And again, not to sound like an asshole, and I don't know if you want to disclose any information, but I hope she's okay and doing better. I was going to say I don't know exactly why. 2 weeks is quite a while, so. And again, it was probably mentioned before. However, I have been absent at a lot of streams. So again, it's great that she's up and about anyways, outside enjoying air and fresh air and sunshine. We are going to go up to camp tomorrow morning and take the tarps off of the camp. We could go in ours last time. We just undid one string to the tarp. My sister's camper has the big, camper coat, like a Parker, zips right up to the ceiling, so they couldn't go in theirs. Prayers for an even speedier recovery now that she's on the road to wellness and being back to normal. Oh shit, I heard him. I heard the morning dove. Did it go off, Joe? A hand bomb, like a grenade? That's pretty scary. Telka detector. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm still listening because usually when he makes a noise after me saying I haven't heard him for a while, I mean, he's not going to sleep. Last time we went up to camp a couple weeks ago, I noticed, we definitely had visitors because they left us little pellets and all that stuff. So we'll definitely be, bleaching. What do you call it? Soft scrub with bleach or whatever it's called. The freaking everything, all the surfaces that are in there, and Lysol and Pine Sol. But hubby opened the refrigerator when we were there and realized I left 3 cans of diet ginger ale, which exploded. I had carbonated soda inside the refrigerator, which 3 cans exploded and got all inside of the refrigerator. However, I have a metal coffee pot on the counter that is half filled with water, and that water was not frozen. It was still liquid. I wouldn't drink it because it's probably get mouse piss or whatever in it. Easy Diggins in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. So we got some scrubbing bubbles because when we go up there Saturday, what I did was I used a towel to try to absorb whatever moisture was there, and or because there was a little bit of ice at the bottom. However, being the ding dong that I am, because I was trying to do this and whatever else I had to do while I was there, I shut the freaking refrigerator door, and I'm like, oh my God, on the way home, we're going to go up there and the refrigerator is going to be covered in mold because there's moisture in it. Plus the towel I used to suck up the moisture. It's not like I pulled it out of there, bring it home to launder it. I just put it down to suck up the moisture. So yeah, so I got some scrubbing bubbles. So when we go up there, I can spray the whole inside of the fridge as well as the countertops and stuff like that. The cabinets where the plates are. Stuff. Everything I have in there, anyways, is always upside down. It's plates, dishes, bowls, mugs. They're always upside down. So even if we do have visitors, they're not crawling in and out of used surfaces. Yes, I do wipe them down when we open camp up, or I should say, when I go back, every weekend and stuff like that. But last year was the first year that we've had a camper to go camping. So we're still learning the ropes. Have fun digging trash. And good luck. Maybe you'll find treasure and not just trash. So apparently I'm going to run out back and grab Junior because he's not giving up. Oh, Milo. Be right there, guys. I do a little make him a bubble while I'm up. Sorry. He lost that other pacifier. I had to find it. Okay, 11:13. Oh my goodness gracious. It's always open. So yeah, we're gonna go open. Well, I don't know about opening camp. I don't think we're gonna open the slider, but we're gonna go up and take the tarps off and spray this stuff down and give it a first cleaning. Thomas 907's in the house. Good morning, Thomas. Tell Sissy we said hi. Hope all is well with you and yours. Are you drinking? Are you just not? Careful. I don't want you to choke. I shouldn't be messing with you when you're drinking the bottle. I shouldn't be messing with you drinking the bottle. Scratch and Go Crazy's in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Don't mind me for those of you just joining. I thought my grandson was going down for a nap. However, because he lost his pacifier when I went to pick him up, then I tried to find it, and me, Jocelyn, oh my goodness gracious me. Bless you, baby. So we had another one in the back room that I got to give him, which he had, but somehow it ended up being under the effing crib. Bye, Crystalline. Thank you for coming this morning. Have a great weekend, you and Stuart, sorry. How's it going, Scratch and Go Crazy? TGIFFAFAH to everybody. Hey, Squirm, are you drinking this? What are you doing? When he moves around like that, it's either like, hello. He's such a pain in the balls. Big Rabbit in the house. Goodbye. Bye. See you. See you. Talk to the hand. Booty, 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 boop. Booty, 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 boop. Doody, doo, 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 doo. Woohoo! Whoa. Yeah, babe, I don't know if we should bring your new chainsaw with us when we go up on Saturday. Maybe cut a couple of those front. You and Ricky maybe cut a couple of those trees to the 6 foot or 5 foot height that she wants. And then the next time we go up, we can have some Thompson water seal or something, so I can put on the top of the trees stumps, the 6 foot whatever, like a fence, so it doesn't eat through them that quick. Preserve it is what I'm trying to say. The word I is trying to say. Poop body boop body boop ba ba. Scoop body boop body booty body booty body booty body boop 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 doo doo doo. Dooby 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 doo. Hi, crazy. If they want to, I'll ask them. I'll send Trisha. I'll send her a text. We'll discuss it later. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? You know how on Fridays, usually on your way home, you stop and get pizza in a grinder? I'm not saying that you're going to do that today, but if you do, can you get me a pastrami, a pickle and mustard and cheese grinder instead of the pizza? I know, go figure. What? You don't want a pizza? I think God really sent me here to piss the world off and expose their lie. Hey, you gotta have fun. Hint, hint, right? It's funny. Mama, I love you. On Fridays, he's been stopping off. He stops at the restaurant right down the road from us, and he's been getting me a small personal pizza. Okay, not personal, a small pizza. And no, I don't eat the whole thing in one sitting. I've been getting better. And he gets his steak and cheese grinder. But I'm thinking if he goes that route today, I really could do some pastrami and cheese. Pastrami. No. Where's your bracelet? Well, now that it's yours, but where's the bracelet that you like? Put it on his arm and he whips it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm not good at subtle. Get me a pastrami, a hot pastrami and cheese with pickles. Oh, no, skip the pickles because they don't even chop them. They put the whole slice on. Yeah, pastrami and cheese with yellow mustard. And if they have onion rings, that would be yum, yum. It's called a cheese steak. Cheese. We say steak and cheese. Okay? Because to us, the steak is more important than the cheese. When I used to hear Philly steak and cheese, I thought, which correct me if I'm wrong, because it might actually be that, but I thought it's because they use Philly cream cheese. Philadelphia cream cheese for the cheese. I'm like, I'm all set with eating that gross crap. I mean, cream cheese is okay, like as a base for something, and you add flavor, but I'm not, I don't put cream cheese on a bagel because not something I really eat. I'm from New England, so I think I would do like a Thomas's fucking English muffin first. Over a bagel. I'm not saying I've never had a bagel. I have, and they're all right, but especially if I'm going to do that open-faced turkey delight sandwich I was telling you guys about on one of my last streams. That would be on either a sesame seed or an everything bagel because it would have all that yummy good flavor on the bagel. He knows what I eat. He knows how I take my pastrami. Saves me money forgetting. What? Forgetting my Sammy? Yeah, when I'm from Philly and that's where it originated, so get it right. Oh, the steak and cheese. I mean, the cheese steak. Yeah, and aren't we wrong with thinking that Italians came up with pizza? Did it come from somewhere not in Italy? But like I said, I heard Philly cheesesteak and I thought it was, in my mind, shaved steak like steakum. Non-steak, steak residue, and Philly cheese, Philadelphia cheese, cream cheese. Eek. But yeah, we do chunked. I know, so am I. I like NATO's. We used to have this sub place called NATO's, and all they ever did was chunk steak, cheesesteaks. But the one of the well, not the last time. I went to them one time with my sister when we were on our sister Saturday out and about thing. And I went to order a steak and cheese, and they were like chunked or shaved. I was like, say what? Since when does NATO's do shaved? But there are some people that can't chew chunks of steak meat. What are you doing? Give me that bling 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 bling. Beep. Bing 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 bing. Crazy, crazy. Whoa, wanna stand up? Oh, did I tell you when I went last? That was it, Friday, right? I had my appointment on Friday last week. That's why I had to be done by 12 because we had or was it Monday? Anywho, Monday. That's what it was. Monday, yeah. So Monday we had our appointment, and he got weighed. I'm from Alaska. I say steak and cheese. LOL. I know, isn't that funny? It's always been steak and cheese. I don't know. I don't ask. When we say hot dog, it's the same thing. We don't say give me a tube steak. Give me a Cayman on a roll, because you might get an alligator, a small alligator. So he was 16 pounds, 6.5 or 5.6. I forget that one, but I want to say 6.5 ounces. So he passed the 15-pound marker. Let me just say, Grandpa's feeling it. He carried him out for me the other day in his car seat. Like I said, I'm going to start leaving the car seat in the car. Well, that's if I have the car. That's still debatable. I'm going to leave it in the car instead of trying to get that thing out of the car all the time and just unhook him from the car seat. Leave the car seat there. Take him, either put him on the hip or right into the carriage. No, Milo. Great. Now I got the other one bitching. Some of us just say, give me a weenie. Funny story about that. My mother used to work for Zehrs, Ames, and whatever the hell followed it after that. Anyways, she was working one day. My dad went to visit for her lunch break. So she turns around. My father was like, I guess there's a little restaurant right next door in the plaza that you can get like 2 hot dogs and fries or whatever. So he asked her, hey, you want to escape with me? We'll go get lunch before you have to go back. So she turned around and told her coworker, hey, I'm going to go punch out. And I'm going to go have a little tube steak with my hubby. My husband's face was like beet red or whatever. Because she said a little tube steak. And B, because he was like, you know what the slang word for tube steak is supposed to mean? So when he told her that she just pretty much said that they were going to go have a little matinee for lunch instead of eating two Scotland dogs and sharing a fry. Milo, here. Watch, I'll give him this and he'll still bitch after he eats it. Yeah, so that was a running gag joke. Gag on the wiener. You know what I used to eat as a kid? I'm just remembering it now for some strange reason. Because I've never gotten it from the deli, I don't think, as an adult. I could be wrong there, but chicken loaf. You know, like how you have bologna sliced or ham? They would have chicken meatish, pulverized chicken parts compressed into a loaf. I used to eat chicken loaf if it wasn't bologna. I think we had chicken loaf and bologna over more than we had ever had ham. Gagging on the weenie. I know. I used to have a saying, but I won't. Want this? A foot-long weenie fan. Anyone outside of Illywood? Oh, gag on a foot long? Is that what you're saying, PA? Ay. Yeah, probably. Are we talking just the weenie or in the bun? That adds girth. Makes a whole difference. What are you looking at? Hey. Look this way. There's more shit to check out in front of you than behind. No? Let's show everybody you're balancing the keys. Ready? Hold on. Oh, no. No, that wasn't too quick. I mean, that wasn't too long, was it? Hey. What are you doing? Booty boop boop booty doo doop. Hello? Yes, I know. You see my necklace now. Here. Here's some bling. Bling, bling, bling. Woo woo. Kaden's got some bling. No, Thomas says taken. I rub my what? Wait a minute. I rub my lip weenie your little weenie before work and after. Your little. Bye, Michigan Gems. Have a great day. I think we are, babe. I know I said it to Trish and she was like, sure. If he wants to. I thought she meant Rick, but maybe he meant you. She meant you. Because I said, yeah, we could always start at the diner again. You know what I mean? And she said, well, yeah, but we're definitely stopping to get coffee like we did last time. I said, well, of course. And just so you know, I will take an iced coffee this time, not a hot one. Be careful, Thomas, and thank you for listening. Got my sandwich over here. The bread's probably stiffer than some dudes. Look at this, guys. See that? Look, ready? No. Stand up. Not quite 8 months. Oh, he's sleeping. Tell Ricky what? We're stopping for breakfast or to bring his or ask them about the chainsaw. I'll do both. I need to go to McDonald's and ask them to supersize my McWeenie. Charlie, you've been moving up. My coffee order. Okay, tell Rick. Gotcha. Oh, he don't have teeth, but he's got a strong ass jawbone. Look, rubby rub. That's because guess who didn't sleepy sleep? What's going on, Pip Pip? Pippity 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 pip 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 pip. Pippy. Pip pip pip. What are you doing? Hello. Hey. Hello. Oh, look. I'll see the ceiling fan go on. Look up there. No, look. Look up here. No. I got you your own thing to hold. Ooh. Oh, I shut it off. You see the ceiling fan? What's happening? What did Mimi do? Ooh, I put the ceiling fan on. Yeah. Time to go to bed. What's that? A baby? Okay, I'll shut it off. I gave hubby a haircut in the living room last night. So he's all cleaned up. Well, he's still got his mixed scruff. But he doesn't have his wings. See, we gave Grandpa, well, you were sleeping. Mimi gave Grandpa a haircut. Yeah, be nice and cool. I shut the heat off yesterday after I walked back from the Dollar General and was like, holy hell, it's hot. And I figured, oh, you shaved this morning. If we get a cold spell or whatever for a week or so, then we just use the space heater just to take the chill out of the room. But it's definitely warm right now in here. I opened the slider, I think. I opened the slider, but I also pulled the blinds because I was thinking of doing it the opposite way in the living room so I could rock him on the rocking chair. La 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 la. The glare was coming from the slider, so I pulled the blinds, cut the glare. However, I didn't like the whole look of everything if I were to be sitting in the rocking chair. So You waiting for a haircut yourself? I gotta step away from the scissors. I've been trimming, but that's okay because there's some aspects of your hair that is longer, like the part that's underneath and grows longer. So I kind of trim them off so that everything kind of looks like it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be. But yet oh my God, I got up today and my elastic somehow came off. And I went to the bathroom and I saw myself in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, fucking when did Phyllis Diller arrive? Holy craps. I know, you're tired. That's because you didn't sleep. And Mem still has 20 minutes left of this week. And we're not taking Sprouty. Can't screw up a Dr. Phil. Well, you could. You could if you weren't paying attention. But I noticed that you don't have, you're losing the outline of the horseshoe shape. In the back, stop, in the back of the horseshoe, where the two sides meet the back now kind of dips down slightly. So it doesn't just go around the bend. So if I was going to take your clippers, I'd have to go around your head and do a slight trim so that both of the sides met up with the little slight scoop in the back. Just thinned out though. Yeah, hubby's the shit over his ears were all he had bat wings. His hair was pretty much almost, well, not quite at his collar, but I mean, he has thin hair anyways, but still. So now it's neater. And then he said he shaved this morning. So yeah, that'll help keep him cooler if he doesn't have facial hair. A lot of facial hair. I don't see how all you guys that have the big thick beards can go through summer with a big thick beard and mustache. Oh my God, my face would either break out or I would be having a hot flash all the time because of the heat. It's like having a sweater on your face. So Little Sprout will be going to Auntie Shan's again tomorrow morning. Because when we actually go up there to spend, the weekend, we'll take them. I'd like to make sure that, we got the tanks of gas are filled. Like I said, I'd like to have 2 batteries for up there, one to be hooked up and one to be a backup in case we lose power on the first one. And then he has a battery charger. So if we got one of those solar fold up frame things, we could charge the first battery, you know what I mean, as we're using the second battery, and we would never have to worry about the battery going dead. I always know who I'm kissing because I only kiss the same people. When I say the same people, my husband's like, what? I'm talking my husband, the baby, both of my daughters, on the cheek, whatever, my mother. Hey. I don't know if he shaved his mustache off or not, but if he did, then I won't be doing this anymore. After being kissed, because, I've already told you guys that whole story of the turkey baster brush in your coffee. To me, that, when and my husband has that postnatal drippage anyways, you know what I'm saying? So when he goes to give me a kiss goodbye and it's fucking wet, I immediately go, ooh, and he goes, it's coffee. Right. It could be coffee, but my mind is saying no. Which is why he needs the velour shorts. I would kiss me, but then I would have to clean the mirror. Oh my god, it is like so hot right now. I'm dying. Thank God I put the ceiling fan on. Whew. I mean, it's on low, but can you see my face getting flushed? Yeah. It's because Lil Sprout here is throwing some heat. Ooh, I just get a cramp, pain of some sort. What? Poopy poop poops. 15 minutes left for the stream. I don't know if you're going to last that long, if you're going to pass out. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. A dooby 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 bop bop beady beady boop boop boop. A scooby doo doo. Hi people. Hi people. Boo. Booby dooby 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 doo doo doo. What you doing? I'm like ready to take his pants off. Like not. Don't even go there. Because I'm dying. So if I'm dying, he's dying. I have shorts on. He's got long pants. Yesterday, I took his shoes and socks off. Grandpa came home and said, he has those sockies on. I said, I know. I'm trying to keep him cool. Because, again, you go from him having blocks of ice for feet to holy moly, it's like 70-something degrees. Oh, poops. So, yes, I am taking his sneakies and sockies off. Do-do-do. Hi. Hi. And I want to take the... Oh, stop. I want to take the... whatchamacallit off, but the way he's been drooling. Why? What are you crying for? You mad because I took off your pants? Trust me, I'm not going to do anything. That's not why he's crying. He's just like, what's going on? It's me that's hot. My little monkey. I go to change his diaper and he like wraps his legs around my arms like this. Oh, tripwire's in the house. Straight up metal detecting. What's going on? Haboo. Haboo. Give me that chicken wing. Give me that chicken wing. Give me that chicken wing. Wow. Well, at least you heard him giggle a little bit. Oh my God, was that Chantel's house? Like last week or whatever it was. I had him laughing for a good 5 minutes straight. It was so cute. That's when you say, Because sometimes it's just easier to say hello, chat, than it is to try to type everybody's name. You'll spend your whole 15-minute or whatever, half an hour lunch break trying to do it. Shabba-doop, pooba-doop, pooba-doop, doop, doop, boop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop. See my over there? You want this? No, you don't want the blingy. You want the bling bling? Bling bling bling. No. Want the hand? You want it? No. Tired. Eek. This thing has definitely set up since I made it 2 hours ago. Look at the mustard ooze out. Ham and cheese. French's yellow mustard. Eek. Just a piece of bread, but you can have it. Want to try mustard? Good. Sorry. Apparently I made this one a little extra thick. The ham slices aren't exactly thin. And I'm good for always putting 2 pieces of meat on either side of my bread with at least 1 slice of cheese in between them. I haven't had a 1 piece of meat sandwich in forever. Like 1 little round bologna. 2. Give me 2. And I usually try to fold them somehow so all that shit's not hanging over the bread. Tripwire, how's the new computer program thing coming? Is it any better today? Don't mean to bring up a sore spot. I don't know if I touched them with mustard. Kielbasa and cheese sandwich. Now, do you heat your sandwich up? Or do you eat it like the cold kielbasa? Nice. You just gotta give yourself that extra time. Nobody learns stuff instantaneous, And if they do, those are the people that we tend to be like, give us a break. That's why I said anytime, in the past, anytime I've started a new job or a new position within a company, anything and everything that's ever been told to me as a procedure for something, I wrote down. I don't care if it was on paper towels as we're walking through the plant or whatever was told that was going to be some type of function of mine, I wrote it down. Why, you ask? Because when I'm there in my department or my work area, and I get to that part that might be new or beginning a new shift, you know what I mean? It's a cold sandwich. Yeah. Well, it's the end of the week, so you had all week to have to deal with it. So that's good, Trip. I would have post-it notes, and this is what I told Tripwire. You know, if you to start the program, you have to hit F3 or whatever. It would be begin. You know, like start, like Monopoly or whatever. Start here. Hit F3. Enter. Next step is whichever program you need, click on that. You know what I mean? La 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 la. And they would go all the way around my monitor. But once you do it enough, you can start removing those post-it notes because you don't need them anymore because now it's second nature and you don't even have to think about it. But the whole reason for me writing them down is so I don't look like I can't understand or comprehend what was told to me. There are a lot of steps and procedures to things. So if I have what I'm supposed to know written down in a notebook or wherever, I don't have to go back to my supervisor or somebody that's training me and now take them away from their job to repeat a process they had already told me. Then I refer to my post-it instead of the person. You know what I mean? So again, you don't get that, okay, this person can't remember shit. You know what I mean? It's all about a new routine. It's all about a new routine, learning the steps, the processes. I said this to my husband too. He's a maintenance man, and when they're on call, they have to go to whichever building they have a problem at. Okay, now whether it's they have no hot water or boiler or something isn't working. Number one, none of them are certified to do any boil work or anything like that. If there's something that bad, then they're to call a number for a professional. However, they still have to attempt to, see if they can at least try to fix whatever first problems that come up. But my point being is they do not have any procedural log, any procedural sheet in protective plastic that is tacked to a wall or work area in any of the building property that they take care of, whether it's somebody else's site that, like I said, they're covering for this person or whatever. Well, if they have different machinery or whatever than another building, how are you going to know what to do? You look at the procedure sheet. His company has none. They don't have, apparently, I think they have one in the main office, but what good is that going to do when you're on site trying to, release pressure that's built up in a pipe or whatever, or shut water off? A lot of these places don't have those little valves behind your toilet or under your sink to shut off the water. And you have to go down to the basement and find the water pipes and, manually turn the wheel to shut shit off. But that shuts it off to the entire building. Ow! He grabs the skin, little teeny weeny. Little teeny weeny like that. And he twists and oh my god, I could kill him. Surprised I don't have like little track mark fucking bruises from where he. Hey. Where he grabs my stuff. He does laugh about it. Throw a wrench at it. He does. I tell him all the time, nice. Man may say nice. So he knows what nice is. See? He lays like this on the cedar branch. We're on the rocking chair, right? And this hand's like this. We're on the cedar branch and we're rocking. And multiple times he goes like this, whack, whack. He reaches back and smashes me right in the face. Oh, my brat. What's a man you... What the hell is that? You have to have procedure manuals. Ah. What is a manual? Like I said, even just, little steps, even if it's just printed out by hand, not even a printout from a printer. Manuel. Sure, they have plenty of Manuels. Then again, if you have a Manuel, you might know the procedure. Peekaboo dog dog. Peekaboo dog dog. Peekaboo dog dog. You like Milo? Hi, Milo. Holy shit. Holy crap. We got a minute left, Sprout. We got a minute left. So let's say thank you, everybody, for coming today. Do. Look. Sorry. Hey. It all... Everything's fine and good till you have a misplaced finger. Bye, Tripwire. Have a great Friday and an even better weekend. Everybody that's here, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this morning. Bill, thanks for coming up, being my screen mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you being here every time that you're here. I really do love you all. And we have a great time hanging out together. So I am very appreciative of doing it whenever we can. And with that, I'm going to start rambling. He's going to start bitching. Say bye. Ready? Let's give kids this. Go. Whoa. Say bye, Guapa. See you later when you come home with Mem's hot pastrami sandwich. Booty boop boop booty boo. A booty boop boop booty boo. Bye, JP. I'm gonna try to make it to your stream Saturday. I'm gonna try to be at Freedom Fridays if they still have it. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been around in a while, and I do appreciate it. But we love you all, and we're gonna say bye because he needs to be rocked and put down, right? Well, not put down, but but go night-night. Sleepy bye. All right. Big yawns. Bye, everybody. See you on Monday. Bye. Bye. Love you.